Payton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Warner Anderson as Matthew Swain, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, and Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie.
Last night, Catherine Harrington died in Doctor's Hospital. Today, they will hold an autopsy at Michael Rossi's insistence to determine the cause of death. Tomorrow, they'll be burying Catherine here in the family plot, but at this moment, tragedy is very close to another citizen of Peyton Place, Eli Carson.
Down somewhere. All right.
I know I didn't hit him.
Give me a hand.
I didn't hit him.
Are you ready, Doctor?
I think so.
I know you had an appointment at 10 and 11:45. Nothing serious. They could be postponed.
Any important calls, you put them straight through to the hospital, huh?
Right. Will the autopsy take long?
No, I don't think so. What is that? You better come with me.
Pain?
Chest.
I'll get a doctor.
There's one on his way.
Doctor.
Has to the chest? Like before? Take one of these, Eli. Put it under your tongue.
Is there anything I can do?
Yes, Matt, you can help me take him to his car. I want to run him down to the hospital.
No. I want to go home, Doctor. Home.
No, Eli, you're going to have to go to the hospital. It's important, believe me.
But I've got to be at home, Doctor.
All right. Is there someone there to look out for you?
I'll stay with him until the steward comes. Checkers, Eli?
I'll beat you.
No checkers. You're just going to have to relax. I told you about that angina. Just relax when you get home. I'll take you home in a few minutes.
But, Doctor, you're due at the hospital soon.
Call the hospital. Ask them to postpone the autopsy till this afternoon.
All right, Doctor.
Feel any better?
Dr. Rossi to see you, sir.
All right, send him in. Hey, Doctor.
Day. I was trying to reach Dr. Bradley.
You left.
Yes, sir, they told me it's about the autopsy. When was it rescheduled for?
The autopsy was scheduled for 9:30 this morning, and that's when it was performed.
In my absence?
The pathologist performs the autopsy, not the operating surgeon.
But why didn't you wait?
That sounds familiar.
Familiar? Well, last night I couldn't wait.
So you say.
This morning you didn't wait. I think you owe me an explanation.
Dr. Rossi, do I have to remind you that as chief of staff of this hospital, it is my prerogative to arrange the schedule as I see fit and to assume that it will be adhered to?
All right, Doctor. But as the surgeon that requested the autopsy, I consider the performance of it in my absence as inexcusable. And to compensate for this, if it can be compensated for, I'm going to demand a detailed and exhaustively detailed report on every phase, incident, and result of the autopsy.
Dr. Rossi, you'll get everything that's coming to you.
5.
Excuse me. Give me a bourbon. And water on the side.
You got an ID?
I was 21 on my last birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey, lady.
Hey, what are you doing? Huh?
I'm sorry. Give me a bourbon and water.
Go home.
Hey, lady, I said I want a drink.
You heard her. Get lost.
What's it to you, fella?
Easy, kid. 4 10s.
Hey, if I ask you a question.
You want an answer?
Right now.
4 10s.
Yeah, go home.
That's enough!
I'm glad you could join me.
I wish we could have brightened things up more for you.
You did.
I hope so.
Not that we felt particularly bright, I'm afraid.
Mother? Excuse me. It's Norman Harrington.
You know, you're lucky to have a daughter like Allison.
I know.
What is it? Environment or heredity?
Dr. Rossi? What happened?
Go away. Just go away.
Oh, what happened?
Well, let me see that, Tom.
Get your hand off me.
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. Now, will you please just leave me alone?
Suppose I just take a look at that.
Get your hand off me.
Norman.
You let my mother die.
That's not true, Norman. Dr. Rossi tried to save your mother's life.
Don't you talk about my mother. Don't you mention her. You hear? What do any of you care about her? Nobody cares. Nobody.
Do you?
What'd you say?
You said we didn't care about your mother. I asked if you did.
You know I do.
Do I? You haven't cried. Not at the funeral, not since then, not once.
Allison.
Let's go, Connie. Let's go.
Let's go home.
Don't hate me. Don't hate me, Allison.
Norman Harrington, you're dumb. Cross my heart and hope to die. You are the dumbest dumbbell in all of Payton's place.
You forgot to say really. Don't you remember? You used to say really at the end.
Really?
Sorry.
Don't be. Come on. I'll take you home. Would you like some more coffee? No, thank you. I should be getting home. Oh, Rod will be down shortly. There's no need for me to wait for Rodney. I know that. He'll want to thank you for bringing Norman home. He already has. Shouldn't you be getting up to them? You may need some help getting Norman into bed.
Oh, Rod can handle it.
Are you sure you don't... Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say that I'm glad Mr. Harrington isn't home yet. Norman wouldn't want him to know what's happened.
Well, he never gets home until late.
Oh.
You know, if you hadn't come by the other night when I was waiting for the bus, I don't know where I'd be now.
We were going to Boston.
First. Why did you stop me, Allison?
Did I stop you, Betty? Or didn't you stop yourself?
Allison.
Hmm?
Do you think you and I could be friends?
I don't know.
I haven't got many friends.
I haven't many friends either.
I have none.
I think maybe we could be friends.
Norm's all right. I got him washed up into bed.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
You know, somebody really took a few swipes at him. He'll be okay, though. Norm's tough.
I wish he were. Well, it's late. I should be getting home.
I'll drive you.
No, I'll walk.
Look, it's the least we can do. You want to ride along?
No, thanks.
My car's in the driveway.
No, really, Rodney, I'd rather walk.
I said I'd drive you home.
Good night, Betty.
I'll see you, Allison.
I won't be long.
Take your time.
Betty looks fine.
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, I'm okay.
About your mother.
You don't have to say anything, Allison.
I wish there was something I could say.
So let's just not say anything, all right? Agreed?
Of course. How have you been?
Okay. Like when you asked me how I am.
Oh, yes, I did say that, didn't I? I always sound foolish when I'm with you.
No, you don't. You make a lot of sense.
Not now.
Well, there isn't very much that makes sense, is there, Allison?
I think there is.
Oh? Take them off. Poetry?
Yes.
Music?
Yes.
Good books?
Oh, Rodney, stop it.
There are other things, you know.
Don't you think I know it? About Norman.
What about him?
About what happened tonight.
What did happen, Allison?
I don't know. I didn't ask him.
Okay.
And I hope you won't either.
Okay, I won't.
It's getting cold, just like winter. Well, thank you for driving me home.
Allison?
I have to go in now.
No, please. Talk to me. To me, Allison. Not about the weather, or my father, nor Betty. Talk to me. Tell me what a heel I am. Tell me how I fouled up everything.
I really have to go in.
Nothing's changed.
Everything's changed.
All right. I'm married now. And I'm going to be a father. And I'll do what I'm supposed to do, too. I'll be a father. I'll be the best father I can. Husband, too, the works. But nothing's changed. You know it, and I know it.
I don't want to hear things like that.
You haven't changed either, have you? Not about me. Have you?
Good night.
Allison, you're upset because I told the truth.
No, I'm not anything.
We'll both be living here. We're bound to run into each other. Now, there's only one way to handle this.
We don't have to handle it.
Yes, we do. Now, we can start by admitting that.
Alice. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Rodney.
Good evening.
Rodney drove me home.
Yes, I see.
Well, how's Norman?
Well, Norman is kind of upset about things, but I'll get him on an even keel. Well, good evening.
Night.
He asked Betty to come, too.
It's very sweet of him.
Mother.
Well, I guess I better say good night, too, then. Good night, Callie. Good night.
Mother, I didn't want to see Rodney just now.
It's late, Allison.
I know what you're thinking. He's married.
Yes, he is married, Allison.
Good night. Mother, I lied. Just now, when I said I didn't want to be with Rodney. I did. And I still do. That didn't take long.
No. Did my father come home?
I didn't see him.
I better look in his room. His room. Yes.
Yes, why don't you do that?
Yeah, I think I will. I don't know what to say.
At least say good night to him.
I didn't see his car when I came in.
Well, then he probably isn't home.
Wonder where he is.
He said he'd be at your Aunt Laura's.
Yeah, I guess that's where he is.
Where else would he be?
You want to argue about it?
No.
Good. Let's not.
That's not Rod. Rod,
Oh, this room.
should we try rearranging the furniture again?
That was something, huh?
I meant it. I was ready to move everything.
Me too.
Everything, Rod.
Why the look?
What look?
That accusing look.
I'm not accusing you.
I asked you to go alone, Betty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Allison. Obviously, you're bugged because I took her home.
Did I say anything? Did I say one word?
You don't have to.
All right, then let's skip it, shall we?
No. No, let's not skip it. Betty. Sit down. Please, sit down. Now, how about Allison? Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've been wanting to say this for a long time. You know how I felt about Allison before we got married. Well, you can't just turn it off overnight. It takes time.
Do you want to turn it off?
Oh, if you'll just be patient with me, if you'll just give me a little time to get used to things, then maybe we can...
Maybe we can what?
We can make this work. Oh, Betty, I want to try.
I do, too.
It won't be easy. Like tonight, I'm bound to run into Allison. You are, too. But we never said it'd be easy, did we?
No.
I want our marriage to work.
Because of the baby. We're important, too, aren't we? We want our marriage to work because of us. Isn't that at least part of it?
Yes, that's part of it.
Only part?
Look, you know, I'm doing my best to be honest with you.
Were you honest with me this summer?
Yes.
When you told me you loved me?
Yes, I meant it.
You meant it?
Yes.
Can you mean it now? Can you kiss me now? I said kiss me. Can you hold me in your arms and kiss me like a wife?
Oh, Betty. Oh, Betty, don't cry. It's going to be all right. It just takes time, that's all. It just takes time. Let's not push things and maybe... Well, maybe. Oh, everything is all mixed up. Well, Betty, you know, I've done my best to level with you. You know that. I want to make this right.
Rana.
What?
I'm not going to...
You what? You what?
Oh. Rod, I've got to tell you something now. I'm not going to have a baby.
You're not going to have the baby?
I lost it the night of the accident.
Before we got married?
I had to tell you the truth. Rod.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
Stop it, both of you, please.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, Betty.
You mean a divorce, Mr. Harrington? There isn't going to be any divorce or an annulment.
I don't know what's going to happen to Dr. Rossi. I haven't heard the facts yet.
Your friend's in trouble, and you talk about the facts.
I've called this hearing because I feel that Dr. Rossi took the patient, Catherine Harrington, into surgery without adequate preoperative consultation.